Okay, we're going to talk about remote control. So one way you can get to this is to click the instrument at the top and click remote control. Now remote control will turn the instrument. So these buttons will turn the instrument. All right, and then this will make it look up or down. But the main ones you're concerned with are left and right. Before the instrument is tracking the prism, it needs to turn to this general area, and then we're going to say search for the prism, and then it can lock onto the prism. But if it's looking way over there, then, well, we need to somehow be able to turn it towards us, and it doesn't know where we are. So that's where we use these left-right controls to turn it towards us, and then we'll lock it on. So another way to get to remote control is when you're laying out or measuring. If we go to applications and we go to layout, this button is the remote control button, and that'll pull up this menu. One more thing to note, the turning speed you can increase in remote control as well. So right now it's 16 degrees per second. So in 1 second, it's going to turn 16 degrees. So that's pretty slow. Then there's 32, 64. 64 is a lot faster, see? So right now the guide light is on. You could turn that off by hitting this X. So if you don't see the guide light on, then press this button. You have to go to remote control. All right, so here's some more on the guide light. If you see green, that means it's looking over in this direction. If you see red, it's looking somewhere over here. That helps you know which way you need to turn it. So right now I see green. That means it's looking off over here somewhere. So if I press the left button, it's turning. All right, and then now I see red. So it's over there. So the whole idea is if you turn it to yourself perfectly, it'll almost look like red and green at the same time. And that's how you know it's looking right at you, and that you can go ahead and try and acquire the prism, because it's only got so much area it can scan to look for the prism. So you have to turn it pretty close to where you are. It doesn't have to be perfect either. I mean, so right now it's pretty much looking exactly at me. I can kind of see both colors, but if you're turning it and it's red, as soon as it turns green, that means it just passed you. Or if it's green and you're turning it, as soon as it turns red, that means it basically just passed you. So you could stop it right there and hit lock on, and it'll find you. So you don't have to have it perfectly centered on you to lock on. All right, and the guide light tells you other things too. If it's blinking fast, that means it's tracking you. If it's blinking slow, that means it's not tracking you. All right, the other thing you can do is tell it to search for the prism. So now we're going to say search for the prism by pressing that button. And it's looking for us. As soon as it finds us, it's going to start blinking fast. There we go. It's blinking fast. So it's found the prism. The icon is turned into a locked lock. And now if we move, it's going to track us. It's following the prism, so it's locked onto the prism. Okay, so let's go back to remote control. In order to stop tracking it, just hit this lock button to unlock it, and it'll stop tracking. Now if I move, it's not tracking me.